Good afternoon, everyone. In so many ways, these walls, this building, vibrates with the music, the composition, and the imagination of David Ervin. For 30 years, he has created and conducted and imagined events in this space that have changed, I would suggest, not only this church, but this community. In ways that are obvious, his compositions, his music, have a life of their own in the moment in which they're performed here in this space. But again, I want to say that his music lingers in these walls for days and months and years beyond that moment when they're first sung. We've had community partners come into this space over the last couple of months for really important conversations about big issues. And inevitably, they will say something to me like, wow, every time I walk into that church, I can feel the kindness and the courage of that congregation. And I say the kindness and the courage of this congregation has been inspired by David's music more than any other one thing over these last 30 years. That music creates the baseline for everything else that happens in this space, a lot of which is super, super, super important to this community and even to the world beyond this place. But without David's music, we would not be the church that we are or the community that we are together. So I want to say, as I know you want to say, thank you to David Ervin for these 30 years. He's not going anywhere, I'm told. I'm glad for that. And I want you to recognize with me that what he does in this space, what he does in this community, is about music and art and so much more. It's about our mission as a people. It's about our humanity and how we express that humanity beyond these doors. David Ervin is a true gift to one and all. And aren't we all glad to be here today? Let's welcome
Rise up singing to our God. Rise up, hallelujah, bringing. Rise up, singing to our God. Rise up, hands and rise up singing. Just rise up singing to our God. To our God.
Make a joyful noise unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Unto our God. Unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Unto our God. Unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Unto our God. Unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Unto our God. Unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Unto our God. Unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Unto our God. Unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Singing to our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. Singing to our God. Make a joyful noise unto our God. You are
Hallelujah's bringing. Take hands and rise up singing. Just rise up singing to our God. To our God.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Chuck Hotchkiss, and I am honored to MC today's concert. We're here to celebrate David Ervin's 30 years as music director here at Community Church. But we also want to recognize his, am I right, Dave, 38 years as a public school music teacher? Very good. In the Oyster River schools. And so I want to give a special shout out to Dave's former students who are with us today. We are glad you are here. In preparation for this concert, I've spent a lot of time talking with Dave about his career and about the pieces on today's program, and I'll be sharing with you some of what I learned. For those of you accustomed to spending your Saturday afternoon watching sports, the play-by-play is in your program, and I am providing color commentary. The piece you just heard, Rise Up Singing, was written in September 1995 for Dave's first Sunday as this church's music director. The piece, with its syncopated rhythms and changing modalities, was a real challenge for the choir and for the excellent but very traditional organist. And for that reason, Dave ended up playing organ for the piece, which so far at least is his only organ performance here at Community Church. Next, you will hear A Lady to Become from Heads or Tails, one of the dozen musicals that Dave has written or co-written. While directing A Midsummer Night's Dream at the high school, Dave found that one student, Karen Goose, had completely memorized the play. And Dave took that as a sign, as only a composer-director would, that she might make an excellent co-writer. Together they wrote Heads or Tails, based on a Korean folk tale and set in medieval times. In the world of this musical, parents related to the royals brought their daughters to the castle at age 11 and left them to be raised as ladies at court. This song is about the day that one daughter is left at the castle, thinking that it's just like going to a boarding school and not knowing that she won't see her parents again. A spoiler alert, the girl decides that she wants to be a knight, not a lady. Performing the song today is a very special guest vocalist, soprano Olivia Pike. Olivia came up from Boston this morning on the Downeaster, but is originally from New Zealand, so she's come a long way to get here. She is obviously not 11 years old, so I will ask you to suspend disbelief while you give a very warm New Hampshire welcome to Olivia Pike. One thing I learned from Dave is that he has a constant musical soundtrack running in his head. Background music to whatever is going on, which gave rise to this next number, among others. For many years, Dave and his family would take a February vacation in Florida, and their stay would include a visit with Katie and Doug Wheeler on Captiva Island. Doug and Katie would often rent a boat so that all of them could spend the day collecting seashells and exploring the waters east of Captiva and Sanibel Islands, called Pine Island Sound. Once, when they were boating back from such an outing, a melody rose up in Dave's mind. Clear, insistent, beautiful. So over the noise of the boat, he recorded it on his phone. And when he returned to New Hampshire, it became this piece, Pine Island Sound. Before going on, I'd like to correct an omission in the program. Charlie Jennison will be playing the flute for our next piece, The Elephant Song. And incidentally, Charlie played in the original orchestra show of this work, and our cellist Lizzie Higginson was in the audience. Dave told me during our conversations that much of his music is intended to promote peace. For him, music is a way of practicing peace, of offering it, of calling others toward it. And this next work is one example. A year after Heads or Tails, Dave co-wrote another musical, The Paper Elephant, with Anita Mather, based on a true incident that Dave heard about from his mother and learned more about thanks to his sister-in-law, Nanai. In the final days of World War II, the Tokyo Zoo was ordered by the military to kill its animals because food had become so scarce. The elephants could not be euthanized by injection. Their skin was too thick. And despite the zookeeper's pleas, they were forced into starvation. In their final hours, longing for rescue, the elephants began performing their circus tricks. It is a devastating story, and Dave recognized in it a powerful message about the futility of war. The Elephant Song that you're about to hear comes at a moment in the musical when the zookeeper's grandson, living in San Francisco, is all alone hiding in his father's tailor shop. His father has been taken to an internment camp, but before being seized, urged the boy to hide. Through an opening, the boy can see the moon, which reminds him of his father and the time when his father took him to see the elephants. Here's the Elephant Song.
Sometimes I can see it there, through the broken shutter. I see the moon. From here I see the moon. And then I hope that my father might see the same moon tonight, the moon. And later on, the rising sun. And then I hope that my father might think of me. Does he see the sun? Does he think of it? We were in Japan, in the zoo. We stood and waited for the sun. And then we saw yes, then we saw the elephants. It was just before sunrise when we saw them. My father and I stood back, unnoticed, as the first rays of the morning sun lit the zoo. We saw the elephants performing their circus tricks. not for us, not for anyone, just for themselves. So I love the elephants. Yes, I love the elephants. So high, majestic elephants. I see them still, the elephants, dancing in the sun, the rising sun. That's why I love the elephants. My father, too.
I'm told that we have the co-creator of the paper elephant, Anita Mather, here. Is Anita here?
Anita Mather.
Hey, there we go. The text for this next piece, Love Never Ends, is based on the famous 2 Corinthians passage. You know, the one read at approximately 87% of weddings. The melody came from the constant musical soundtrack in Dave's head, this time while standing in the produce section of Market Basket, where he stopped and sang it into his phone so that he wouldn't forget it. There is no predicting where inspiration will strike.
Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, never boasts. It is not proud or arrogant. Love never ends, never ends. It does not dishonor anyone, does not insist on its own way. It's slow to anger, records no wrong. Love never ends, never ends. For love is praise,
The story of our next piece, Pie Jesu, begins on one of the darkest days in modern history, September 11th, 2001. Dave had planned to hold auditions that day for the female vocal group Silver Lining, which performed with the jazz band. After the events of the morning, the auditions were scrapped, and instead all the girls who intended to audition worked together with Dave to write the piece Requiem. The work won second place among treble choir pieces submitted to a University of Oregon competition for choral works that promote peace, a competition that drew over 400 entries from around the world. Pam Langley and Jim Bullock have long-time connections to Community Church. One thing they enjoy doing together is playing pieces written for 2 grand pianos. Not piano 4 hands, but each at their own piano. Jim and Pam commissioned a piece from Dave for a concert in which they were performing in September. Dave decided to try and make the music sound like the month in which it was going to be performed. Eventually, he decided to work on a cycle of 12 pieces for 2 pianos, each of which tries to capture the sounds of 1 month here in New England. That cycle, called 12 Moons Over New England, is still a work in progress. So we look forward to another concert when it's completed. But in the meantime, here's September. Even back in 2016, many people recognized the tension between federal immigration policies and the biblical call to welcome the stranger. Together with the Reverend Dr. Mary Westfall, Community Church's pastor at the time, Dave wrote Shine, a Christmas cantata inspired by the idea that Jesus and Mary arrived in Bethlehem as immigrants who could be accepted or rejected in a new place. Here is one movement from that cantata. Some of you may have heard that Mary Westfall was going to be with us today for the performance. She begged out at the last minute on the flimsy excuse that her daughter-in-law is in labor. So we're sorry not to have a chance to see her, but I hope the birth goes smoothly. Okay, we have arrived at the audience participation segment of our program with the magnolia tree. The tree in question is the one right out front, in front of the upper parking lot. As Dave tells it, he pulled into the lot on a Sunday morning ahead of everyone else and found the magnolia tree in full, radiant bloom. This tune came to him immediately, and he incorporated it into a hymn which you'll find on the back cover of your program. So I invite those who are able to stand and join in singing the Magnolia Tree. You all sounded fabulous. Thank you so much. Dave has composed many works for particular occasions or individuals, and this next piece is one of those. And As Your Sky was originally written for a former Chancel choir member, Betsy Cadbury, and I spotted Betsy back there. Hello, Betsy. Thank you for being here. Before this next piece is performed, I'm going to ask Leah Zamansky to demonstrate an Asian instrument unfamiliar to most of us, called, with apologies to all the Chinese speakers in the audience, the bao. Thank you. So, the next piece on our program is the only one that Dave didn't compose. He arranged it, which is another one of his passions. The melody of this song is about 1,000 years old. Everything else is Dave's arrangement of it. A quick word about Chinese music. Dave says that it goes back about 4,000 years and that almost all of traditional Chinese music is about nature. And this piece is no exception. Dave's initial arrangement of this tune was prepared for the second of two trips that Dave and the high school jazz orchestra of 60 students made to China. For that trip, Dave created a 35-minute movie based on the lessons that nature has to teach us and created an orchestral score to accompany the movie. This piece was part of that musical accompaniment. I'm told that the movie and score were a huge hit, and that another trip to China was in the works when COVID intervened. Here is Shadows of Apricot Blossom. Sharon, our next number, is the oldest of Dave's compositions on the program and gives me the opportunity to say a few words about the start of Dave's musical career. Unlike almost every other instrumentalist, Dave didn't take up an instrument and then learn music theory. He started with music theory in 6th grade, and about 4 months in, he decided he needed to apply the theory to something, so he approached the school band director. Dave asked to play euphonium, but the band director didn't have one, so Dave settled for a trombone instead, and the rest is history. As a beginning instrumentalist, Dave was soon practicing 3 hours a day, no doubt endearing himself to the rest of his family. Later in high school, as the disco era reached its peak, Dave was really into it. Picture it, disco lights, polyester shirts, and a teenage Dave sneaking into clubs through the back door to play trombone with his band. Now, Dave claims that he was Mr. Disco, but we do not have to take his word for it because we have his mother here, we have his brother. They can fight. Is that true? Okay, I'm getting a thumbs up. Okay, very good. While we're at it, could I ask just all of Dave's family who are here to stand for a moment and be recognized? It is great that they were able to be here. So, back to our story. In high school, Dave was also writing lots of music. This next song is one of those compositions written in the style of Barry Manilow. All I can tell you about it is that Dave will neither confirm nor deny the existence of a real Sharon who inspired this song.
Sharon, what's that look of yours? Declare it with that quiet smile you're wearing. Sharon, could it be a smile for me? Sharon, oh, when you smile, my head spins around and around. Sharon, how about sharing with me? No? Karen, I find those eyes of yours impairing. I fear you've often seen me staring. Karen, in hope those eyes might fall on me. 'Cause Karen, your eyes lock on mine and my head spins around and around. Karen, how about Karen for me? Breathing's dropped, my heart has ceased to beat, my temperature has dropped, my thoughts are incomplete. You've made me quite unwell, I've fallen in your spell. I think it's safe to say I've never felt this way. No, Erin, your moves have got the dance floor tearing. The night is young and the music's blaring. 'Cause Erin, share a dance with me. 'Cause Erin, when you move in that way, my head spins around and around. Erin, how about Erin? How about Karen? How about sharing with me?
At Berklee College of Music, Dave swapped his disco band for busking around Boston. He viewed it as a part-time job. Most of his money came from a barbershop quartet that performed at Faneuil Hall, among other places. Much less profitably, he would go out on the streets with just his trombone. He often played on the Boston Common on Beacon Street, where he came up with this song. Before we present the last piece, I have a couple of announcements. First, after the concert, everyone is invited to a reception in Fellowship Hall through the door to my right and down the stairs, where there will be refreshments and opportunity for conversation. On the way down, you're invited to take a moment to check out the gallery space on this level where the current exhibit is The Light in the Darkness. Second, for those who wish to make a donation, you'll find baskets and posters with QR codes for online givers. For those who wish to make a donation, near the entrances and exits, there are a couple back in the back, one here and a couple downstairs. All of the contributions we receive today will benefit either the New Hampshire Food Bank or the purchase of additional music for the church's choirs. On behalf of the planning team for this concert, I'd like to thank all of the people who made this event possible. Our parking staff, the greeters, Bill Davis, Carla Wilson, and the amazing corps of bakers, servers, and others who are responsible for the reception downstairs. Finally, thank you, Dave, for 30 years of wonderful music and creativity here at Community Church. When you and I spoke of the resonance of your musical career, it focused on the tremendous influence you had on the approximately 3,500 students you taught at the middle and high schools. But you have also profoundly shaped the character of music and worship at Community Church and helped make it the vibrant, exciting place that it is. Our final piece this afternoon brings us back to the Peace Requiem. It is called Let Peace Echo Through Our Hearts. It feels like the right closing for this concert, a reflection of Dave's belief that music can be an instrument of peace and a reminder that each of us carries within us the ability to echo that peace outward. Thank you all so much for being here, and now please enjoy Let Peace Echo Through Our Hearts.
Let peace
very much. Thank you. The Chancel Choir. Thank you. We're going to give you more chance to clap. Don't worry. The Chancel Choir. And our instrumentalist. Let's get them out there. Hiding in the back. Brenda LaForce. John Gearhart. And Olivia Pike. The Alleluia Choir. The man who made all this possible, Mr. David Ervin.